Sup everyone, welcome to Ripple here. Today I'm going to be talking about the rise in scammers and scamming remote jobs during Covid-19 2021. If any of you have been a victim of a scam, you guys should know what I'm talking about. Being scammed is no joke. Once you're scammed, it could tarnish with your credit score. They may have gotten a hold of your information, your money, or anything else. Being scammed is like being played by a player. Except what the scammer is doing now is that most of them are being more bolder and fake than ever by coming up with better lies to convince a lot of people that are poor especially, right? They go after people that they may seem to think that are naive, closed-minded, don't really have a clue what's going on. In many ways, you could be able to spot out a scammer as if the lie or what they're saying is too good to be true. And once things that they say are too good to be true, then you have to start investigating by doing background checks. You could be even a victim of a job scam where the company would tell you to pay for the equipment after they send you the money, and you have to get the equipment somewhere. That's one of the biggest red flags. Most companies will tell you to come down to their office, get the equipment that you're working at home with, or use your own equipment. Okay? Most cases, they will tell you to do that. I used to work for a remote from home job. I had to go down to the office, get the computer equipment, and once I was laid off, I returned it, no issues. This is just common sense. Look, just a few days ago, I applied to a good number of remote work from home jobs. One of them, which I was so highly hoped for, or had some hope on, that it was legit, contact me back. What the scammer did is that they worked as a team to make it seem like there's a recruiter and there's a corporate manager and there's a hiring manager, right? Their little lackeys and buddies worked together to make their scam look so legit that they didn't even have the proper documents to fake a W-2 form. This is how obvious the scam was. Once I got the email on the job, the recruiter told me to click this link to download the Telegram app. And the Telegram app would lead to me to just somehow get in touch with the hiring recruiter. I thought it was too good to be true because the job was paying about $25 to $40 an hour part-time. And most minimum wage jobs like that, I was thinking, okay, due to the COVID, they're short-term, they're temporary, everything should be good. Now, boy, was I wrong. The time when I finally hit up the recruiter, they sound legit. I looked up the company. There's an actual company by the name of Zuko Express. You guys can look them up. And I come to find out this person was using a fake icon, just of the same name. And it even threw me off when we were just virtually chatting instead of them saying, hey, let me get in contact with you. You had my resume. Why couldn't you contact me through Skype or Zoom or something? Why couldn't you contact me through Indeed? Why couldn't you contact me and say, hey, let's talk over Zoom or Skype? Do you have video chat? Where can I give you a call so I could further instruct you? Where I could show you like a brochure or something like that, right? No, none of that was given. This person, I just played along with it. Because I was like, you know what, let me not judge. Let me see what happens and protect myself. I went on for about 5 minutes until the scammer started telling me that they're gonna give me funds to get this equipment. This is the list of the equipment. Yeah, so I could sell to you, right? So you could rip me off. I was not playing that bullcrap. Why on earth would a stranger send me money for their equipment? I was thinking to myself, maybe they should send me the money. Maybe they should send me the money and I just keep the money. But I thought to myself, you know what? Scammers are becoming more smarter now these days. They could report me to the cops. They could had threatened to blackmail me. So I decided the last moment where the scammer was like, oh, we just need your name and your contact information. I was like, nope, I don't feel comfortable giving it out. And then they started becoming aggressive, saying, oh, you have to do it. Please do it. Like they started becoming aggressive. And I said, no, thank you. Have a good day. Once I caught them, all of a sudden they're offline and the scammer is nowhere to be found. You have to be careful for all these remote jobs, quote unquote, because there's a rise in even scammers using remote jobs to get people that are very desperate at finding work. They go after poor, desperate people. They go after people who are desperate, people who are looking for work. There's even fake job ads on Indeed. You just have to know which one to look out for. They may over-exaggerate the price of income and they say all is welcome. And most of the time, those jobs may be commissioned or sale-based. And if they're not, then it's too good to be true, unless you need a master's degree or a PhD or something, depending on the position. Now, don't get me wrong. There's jobs out there that are legit. But in most cases, for work from home, remote jobs, there is an increased rise on them because they're taking advantage of the pandemic as well. They're taking advantage of the situation for the fact that they know that most people are at home, most people are poor. Let's take advantage of this by making fake job posts, fake job boards, and make it look legit. And somehow, some of them actually get away with this. And in other cases, some of them don't. And if you're this naive to not know, well, you didn't know any better if you was a victim. Being scammed is no joke. There's a rise in scammings right now. Okay? You just have to look out for the signs. Search up videos on what signs to look out for, things to look out for, what not to look out for, so you don't fall victim to this. There's scammers that could have your phone number, threaten to say that if you don't pay up, they'll call the cops on you. Scammers are being more bold than ever and trying to sound more legit, like if they're a credit collector, and in other cases, they're not. Your own friend could be scamming you. I've been scammed one time by Sprint. An example, they may tell you that, oh, we're gonna give you this tablet for free. You have to pay anything, even though there's a SIM in it and stuff. It's for free. Next thing you know, next month goes by, you get a bill of $100 that you have no idea of, because the person of the sales team did not tell you. They lied to you. So now you're stuck paying that bill. You just got scammed. And this actually happened to me, by the way. I couldn't do nothing about it because a free tablet, really, and you don't got to pay anything, sounded too good to be true. People just gotta look out for the signs, ask questions, and you always have to make sure that you're on guard because most of these scammers are being more bold than ever. There's even apartment scams where you could be looking for an apartment and the person may pretend that this apartment is their property. They get the money, they pretend to be a property manager, then the real property manager shows up, or the person that actually lives there or rented it out shows up. What are you going to do now? You got scammed when you realize that, oh snap, the person's right. I just got scammed by a fake property manager. You have to look out for the signs. You have to ask for documents. Ask for license numbers. If the person is pushing eager and they're saying that they don't do this and that because of COVID, guess what? They could use that to their advantage to think that you're stupid enough to fall for that. Don't be a victim of a scammer. They're being more bolder as a liar every year that goes by. It's just getting worse during the pandemic. And there's even scammers that are pretending to be Amazon, USPS, UPS, etc. They send you links to say that your package has been denied, or your payment has been denied, and then you remember and you think about it. I never ordered anything from Amazon. I'm never getting anything from the post office. Did I order something? Do not click the link. Delete the email. File a report if you have to. I never answer numbers unless they leave a voicemail. That's another way you can identify a scammer. And also by jobs, you also have to look out for that as well. You see a fake job ad in your junk mail, do your research on the place. Maybe it's legit. If it's not, delete it right away. Gotta be careful out here, because during these times, a lot of people may be desperate for jobs, but there's a lot of desperate scammers out here that are trying to suck the life out of you, and they're not going to care if you fall victim to it or not. Gotta watch your back out here. This is Welcome Up here. Peace out. Let me know what you think.